Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel PantherSchools. My name is Amit Singh and we are back again with another Salesforce flow scenario. So in this video we are going to create a record triggered flow where we are going to create a task record whenever a lead is created. That is basically our uh, objective, that is our scenario. Create a task record whenever a lead is created. Now this is the mapping. We need to map the subject field on the task object with the lead name. We need to map the description field on the task object with the lead description. Due date should be 3 days from today. Name should be name is basically who ID, which will be the lead ID. Assigned to is the lead owner ID. That is what the overall scenario is. Before we dive into the implementation part, please do like, share, subscribe the channel, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe it. That will motivate us to create more and more videos. Now let's directly jump into the implementation part. As we understand that we need to create a record triggered flow, so we will directly go to the new flow screen, and this time instead of choosing a screen flow, we are going to choose a record triggered flow. If you are not aware about when to use which trigger before or after trigger flow, please watch our record triggered flow videos. We have really created a diagram which basically differentiate when you wanted to use a record triggered before record triggered flow and when you wanted to use an after record triggered flow. In our scenario, it says that we need to create a task whenever a lead record is created. So for the starting object, we will select lead. When we wanted to trigger whenever a record is created, yes. Do we have any entry criteria? No, we don't have any entry criteria. What is the optimization for this flow? We want to basically work with the related record, which is creating a task record. So we will say actions and related records. Let's save this flow first, and we will say create task record on lead object, on lead creation. That's the flow name, and our flow is set up. Now what we have to do is immediately we need to create a task. So we will say okay, let's go ahead, click on plus and say create record. We will say cr01 create task record. How you want to have the variables? Now here, if you have watched the previous video, you will see that you will know that we have used a very powerful element called transform element, right? So here we can use transform element, or we can also use, we can directly map the records over here, we can directly map the fields over here. But what we will I would prefer here is, I would prefer to go with the transform element, because in the transform element we get to create the formulas without creating extra fields or without creating extra resources in our flow. Okay, so that's basically what we do in our transform element. So before create task record, I would add another element called transform element, and we will say let me close this left side panel so that we can have the more visibility. So I would say ts01, let me remove the API, and I would say prepare task record. What is my source data? My source data is whatever the lead record is triggering my flow. So under the source we will select $record, and we are done. What is our target? Our target is a basically record, and that is task object, task. We don't want to create multiple records, so we will say just one record. Do not check this checkbox, click on create, and you have automatically created the variable for you. If you go and click on this toolbox, you will see that the variable has already got created. Okay, the variables are already getting created. Now what we have discussed, we need to map lead ID to the who ID field. So let's find the who ID field. We got this who ID field. Let's click on the radio button and then find the ID of the lead. It should be somewhere here. Yeah, map it. Then we need to map the lead subject with the name of our lead. So sorry, task subject with the name of our lead. So it should be on the bottom, let's say subject, and we are going to map with the name of lead field, which is here. Okay, it's not letting us map. Why? Subject, the name of our lead field. Sorry. It is not letting us map the name field because name is a compound field. And this is basically, the field is basically the combination of first name and last name. So now what we will do is, we will write the formula to create the lead name. First name is space last name. How we will do it? So let's click on the radio button next to the subject again, and then map to the first name. After the mapping is done, again click on subject, then click on formula fx, and then select formula again. Here we need to have record first name plus we need to have a space plus record last name. How you get it? Go to the resource, search for record, which is $record. So every time whenever you are working with the trigger flow, record triggered flows, right, you will find a $record variable which will contain the current record which is responsible for triggering that flow. We'll say record dot last name and click on check syntax. Syntax is valid. You are done. Go back to transformation. Your subject mapping is also done. The subject mapping is basically first name plus last name. Now let's add a status. Default status we will say draft, and priority field we will say high, and we wanted to basically add these values as default. So what we will do is, first we will map the priority with facts, then we will again select priority, use the function formula, and then we will say priority is going to be high within double quotes. Because we wanted to put a static text, it should be within double quotes, and priority is set to high. Go back. Same thing we need to do with our status. Map it with any field by default, and then again go to status, function, formula, and now we are going to say it will be not started. That is the status of the task, not started, and we are done. So the mapping of task and priority is also done. If you see the priority, it clearly says it is a function. It says status, it's a function. If you want to edit it later on, you can click on this and it will be edited. Okay, you click on it, function will be enabled in the edit mode. Description is something we want to map with the description. So let's select description on the target side and find the description on the source. We got it. Then we have this activity date, which is basically the due date. So we need to find out the activity date, which is on the top. The activity date should be the 3 days from today, right? So let's first map this field with any date field. We got created date, sorry, converted date and created date. Map it with any first, and then now go ahead and change it with the formula. So what is this? Today plus date. So how we get the current date? You can see there is something called functions as a drop down. So if you click on this all functions, you find date and time, you select it. Now insert a function, you will find there is something called today. If you search, which will return the current date. Select today plus 3 or plus 7 or whatever you want. So I just said today plus 3 or 7, you can do it. Check syntax and it is done. So your activity date is also mapped. Let's see if there is anything that is missing. Yes, that is owner ID. Owner ID should be the lead owner ID. So let's check this checkbox owner ID. and find the owner ID field on the lead and map it. So we got lead owner ID to the lead. Let's get back to our requirement. We have mapped subject, description, due date, name, and assigned it to. We are done. Our mapping is done. Now if you basically go to this create record, click on edit, and now you will say yes, I want to create values from a record variable. So whenever you prepare a record here in the transform element, it gives you a record variable. How many record? Only one record. And what is that record? Task from prepare task record. You are done. Your task is created. Now if there is any error, click on add fault path. Now what you would do if there is any error, because this is not a screen flow and you cannot use a screen here. If you try and search for a screen, you will not find it. See here, you are not finding it. So what you are going to do, you can send the email to the customer, or not customer, to the person who is creating the email task on the lead record. You can add the feed, you can put something on the feed tracking on the record feed, right? Or what you can do is you can throw the error to the user. You can throw the error to the user. How? You say click on plus sign and there is something called custom error. Select custom error and it is CE custom error 01 and we will say error to user. Now where you wanted to show the error message? In any field or in the window? Because our error is not associated with the specific field, we will say that is fine, we will show in the window, and we will add the message over here. We will say an error occurred. Sorry, there is typo. I'll just use an error occurred while creating the follow-up task. That's it. If you want to add one more, you can also add one more message here in the window itself, and we will say please correct the error, and you just say flow dot fault message. You can say show that message over here as well. Okay, so you have got two messages. One is saying that an error occurred while creating the follow-up task. The other one is saying that please correct the error and try again. You can say and try again, and you can say here is the error, here is the error, and you are done. So if the task creation fails, you are displaying what it says that the page has multiple error messages. Create only one error message for a page. Okay. We cannot have multiple error message if we are choosing the same place. We have chosen the same place. Say in our name in a window, we are saying this, and then it says in a window. So it can be only one for in a window, not two. So we'll say okay, let's delete the second one and put everything in the single page. That's fine. We are putting everything on a single error. That is okay for us. If you save it now, it is good. Let's go ahead and try to debug. Run immediately. Search for lead. Any lead you can search. Click on run. And you can see here the blue line, the dark blue line. It says that how your flow has gone. Your flow has created the task. Now, one important thing about record triggered flow is when you are debugging the record triggered flow, they actually immediately rolled back whatever has happened. So if the task record has created, after that it will roll back. So no actions will be taken in the system. It will just tell you how your flow is performing. Is there any error or something, and that is done. So we find it very easy. We say okay, go ahead and activate it, and time to test. Go to the leads tab, create a new lead. I'll say Mr. whatever Amit Singh. I would say my company name is PantherSchools, and I have something here. I would say testing for the record triggered flow, because that is the description I wanted to see in the task record. Click on save. If there is any error, you will see the error here. If not, you will see the lead has been opened and you can see a task has been created here. The subject same as lead, and if you open the task, you will see it is assigned to, basically it is related to the lead record, assigned to Amit Singh, the user who is owning the lead. Then priority is high, status is not started, due date is 7 days from now or today. A subject is, you can see here, right? So basically we are getting every single thing whatever we have prepared into our transform message, and we are creating the record. So this is it for this video. Thank you for your time. Please feel free to put down any scenario that you have into the comment section and we can create the video for that. Please do like, share, subscribe the channel, share it with your colleagues, and keep learning. Thank you.